You maybe heard about the fact that potentially the Italian citizenship by descent process can be changed in the future, in a close future. It's partially correct. Today we have here the draft currently under discussion at the one commission of the Italian Parliament. So today, with my paper, all the paper in hand, I would like to discuss with you, I would like to explain with you what is happening right now, what is the key points of the discussion, what they are discussing about, and what they want to change for the process of Italian citizenship by descent. This is Marco Bersani from the Bersani Law Office from Italy, and do not lose any more time. Let's start. So there is currently a discussion if this proposal, if this draft can be presented at the Parliament as it is or can be amended, can be edited in some ways. The last meeting was in January 2024, so a few weeks ago. So this is the most recent version that the Parliament, the committee has for the proposal of amending Italian citizenship legislation. So in particular, let's go a little deeper into the process. The key point of the process is related to how you can file the application and what are the requirements for filing the application. First of all, those senators that make the proposal, they say, we have a lot of people that want to apply for Italian citizenship, a lot of people that want to apply for Italian citizenship by descent, and in some ways there are many people, as reported by the consulates and many other offices, there are people that maybe they don't even feel a connection to Italy, or generally speaking, there are people that don't speak Italian. So they will become Italian citizens, but they don't even know the language. So there's a problem of, they said, of an integration they may have in the Italian community. First of all, the first proposal is related to the language requirement. As we have the language requirement for the application by marriage, Italian citizenship by marriage, also they want to introduce the Italian language test, so the B1 knowledge, the level is B1 knowledge of the Italian language, also for the application for Italian citizenship by descent. In the committee, they are also discussing about the fact of introducing a new legislation for the 1948 cases. So, you know that 1948 cases are a case that was created by the Italian jurisprudence, so by Italian courts, but not by the law. The Parliament never ruled about this type of cases, so that's why now you can only go through a court, or an Italian court, for claiming your rights of citizenship through the 1948 case. The second part of the amendment that they propose is pretty interesting and can be potentially a problem for the new applicants. They highlight distinguish two important situations. So the text says that if you want to apply for citizenship by descent up to the third generation, then you need to pass the Italian language test. So if you're applying up to the great-grandfather or great-grandmother, is the same of course, then you need to pass your language test. You need a language test. As long as you pass the language test, simply when you file the application as an additional document. Differently, if you want to apply for citizenship by descent for a generation which is more than the third generation, so for example, you want to start from the great-great-great-grandfather, so you will go to the sixth generation. In this case, you can, but they say you need the language test, so pass the Italian B1 language test, and you need to reside in Italy for at least 1 year. So the process is different. In the first scenario, you only need the language test. In the second scenario, you need the language test and to reside in Italy for at least 1 year, which means, they say, that after the 1 year that pass of your Italian residency, you can apply through the Italian municipality, so the Italian town hall where you are registered as a resident. So as you may understand, it can be pretty relevant for the future cases. What are the opinions, for what we can read? For sure, it will be more complicated because you have the language test which may be something that young applicants can easily pass, but can be challenging, of course, for an older person to study a language, a new language they never taught, and so to study to pass a test. There's the same language test as is needed for the application for citizenship by merit, so it makes sense in some ways to make the same requirement for all the application for citizenship. Besides that, it can be more challenging, of course, if this draft will pass as it is for the application itself, for people that have like great grandparents. So we are talking a very long, very old Italian ancestry. So this can be challenging because you need to reside in Italy for 1 year, keep your residency, because they talk about have residency, so they assume that you need to maintain your residency for 1 year, and after 1 year you can apply for your citizenship. Of course, this can be problematic in some ways, because you need to think that if you were going to file through the Italian municipalities and old people will apply through the Italian municipalities, it means that the Italian municipality will be really overwhelmed with cases. So it's possible that we might be continue to apply through the same Italian court, because I mean the legal term of the 2 years is still valid for all the Italian offices. So as you can file through the court because of the lack of appointment with the consulate, or if the consulate is not accomplished the 2 years legal term, the same is valid for the Italian municipality. Anyway, this is just a random consideration, but we just wanted to share with you the official draft that the Parliament has in this current moment, so February 2024, because it's interesting to know that maybe this can be the new change that can be made to the Italian legislation. Again, this is a draft, it's not a law, so it's not official, okay? So you have not to think that now you need to take a language test. This is just a draft, currently under discussion, not at the Parliament yet, but just in an internal commission, because when you have a draft, you need to pass to discuss into an internal commission, which is delegated by the Parliament to discuss about the draft. Then if approved, will pass, or better, will be calendarized into the Parliament. Some time will pass. We are not talking a draft that will be voted tomorrow, okay? A lot of time will pass. Few months for sure will pass, and maybe, who knows, maybe this draft will never pass. You know, the government changed for some reason. The government will change, everything will be stuck in the waiting list of what can be discussed in the Parliament, and maybe the new government can simply cancel this draft. So nobody knows what will happen in the future. Nobody has the crystal ball. But what is important for the moment, for us, it was important to let you know about what is currently under discussion, because you can read something online, random statement, but it's important to go then in detail. This is a draft, this is what is written of the draft, and of course, I mean, it's full of technicism, so it's not maybe easy to read for a person which is not used to read legal documents. We will do other videos, so if there will be new meetings of the Commission of the Parliament with some updates, some changes, we're keeping you updated about this process of what is going on in the backstage of the Parliament about these potential new amendments, potential new changes to the Italian citizenship by descent process. That's also why it's very important that you subscribe to the channel. It's very important because every time that we post a video, a news, also a post on the YouTube channel, everything we share with you, you will immediately receive a notification. And also you can share some questions, you can share some comments below, you can leave some comments if you want to ask question or something which does not require a consultation, because we cannot do consultation. So if you post comment with technical question, we cannot respond to your technical question, but we need a legal consultation also for analyzing your case. So you can contact us eventually through our website. There is a contact form that you can use for contacting us or for booking a consultation call. As always, thank you so much for your time, and see you on the next videos.